Hi everyone, Juliet here from Hello Cards and Paper Art. So the Trans-Tasman bubble opened today. Hands up who's buying their ticket and heading across the ditch for a bit of an adventure. I think that my family and I have not been camping. We love camping. We haven't been away for about 18 months now. I really miss it. I don't miss the really freezing nights in the tent, but I miss that campfire, being outdoors, all those wonderful Australian bush smells. Oh, I'd love to go. So today, I thought I'd draw on that inspiration of heading away and do a sort of an outdoorsy travel adventure card. And I've chosen something that anyone can do. Anyway, you don't need any special tools for this one. You'll see. So we're going to create a beautiful mountain landscape in portrait, but a beautiful landscape. And these are the colours I've chosen, which are 11, 10 for the mountains and 1 for clouds at the top. And they are going to be stuck onto our face card that gets stuck onto our actual card. So I'm going to pop these to the side for the moment, and you can use a scalpel, or if you're not confident with the scalpel, you could use scissors, and that way you don't even need the cutting mat. Now to do this, you need to turn your card sideways, I find, to get the right pressure. And you want to start with your foreground. So I'm going to do a bit of tip here. There we go, and that is our first one. So that's going to be the base. Now the trick is to add in your next piece like so, so that you can see what is going to be revealed behind. So this one, I just want a little bump in the middle, so this will be hidden, and I'm going to do a bit of a mountain about here, like so. So once again, it can be just like that, or you can have a reveal. So we'll grab our next one, and for this one, let's do a couple of little lips. Pretty slow. And another one maybe about here. And this is the great thing about this card, is that you don't have to copy me. You can do any style you like. Any style. So I might do something like that. Okay, next one. We have our big green, lime green. And for this one, I think we'll make this a tall one. So we might come all the way down here, straight across. As you can see, you might find it easier with scissors. Okay. That'll be nice when it's all layered up. Okay, on to our mid greens. So I'm going to have a bit of a bump, a larger mountain here coming in behind, I think. And you know what the great thing is you can use all of these bits to make another card as well. Yeah. So you get the idea of what we're creating. Okay, onto my favourite green of all, which is peacock green. And I think it's time for some larger mountains on the other side. another tall one, and a bit of a lump, and maybe end on another tall one. Just going to create such lovely perspective, lovely depth to your card. And I think you can probably get away with, you know, 10 layers. You know, think about quite a lot of the cards that I make, you know, they have quite deep buttons on them. So we definitely can get away with quite a few layers. Do a large one here. Onto a tealy style blue. And what do we think we'll do? We might do large again on this side. The long drawn out. Oh, I can't wait to see all this together. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Okay, getting to the end now. What is something else I love about the Australian bush is that you really get those blue mountains. I'm not just talking the blue mountains in New South Wales, but that beautiful oxygen haze of blues and greys, and it's just stunning. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you're heading across the ditch or if you're heading out on a trip of any sort. Okay, last one. I think we might just do a couple of peaks, just popping up on the right. And this is also the sort of card that, oh, I just snapped my scalpel. I'll just change that. See, this is what you get when you're recording. Well, I'm sort of recording live. I'm not going to edit in me changing my scalpel. These things happen. These are the best though, just quick and easy. There we go. We're back in business. Okay, so there's our landscape. Now we're just going to add in our clouds at the top. So we're going to use the top piece, not the bottom piece, because it's from the top down. So we'll have a void in the middle. Oh, he's sharp now that I've changed him. Okay, and that's our cloud piece at the top. So we're going to stick this all on now. And you need to start with the top layer. So clouds, we can raise this one because it doesn't have any others on top of it. So we'll use our squares. And my general rule is 4 across the top. 1 in each of the points. This would also be a beautiful artwork if you wanted to make it larger and frame it. I always use a box frame or 3D frame just to make everything pop. It gives you that depth as well. Okay, so now See how far down we want to place our first layer. And runner tape is going to be your friend for this one, getting into those curves. You could also use PVA, which would be easy to get. Oh, and I've run out. I'm not going well. I've now run out of tape. 1 second. And we're back. Okay. I think we're going to need a bit more down here. Stick that on. So you need to have made sure that you've cut your pieces you're cutting from to the same width as your card. It will just make it easier. Let's cut this off. Next, we're just going to have a hint of those peaks. Okay, that's that one. Next, the teal. If anyone does give this a go, I'd love to see them because everyone's will be absolutely different. Let's cut this one first. You know, your choices of colours, your shapes would be really great to see. There we go, got our high peak over there. Light blue. Cut this once again. You can use the double-sided tape that I often use, but it will just take that a little bit longer. Oh, we're already getting a real sense of that foreground, background, aren't we, with that? I love it. Gorgeous. Cut the bottom off again. Our mid-grain. Too much. There we go. Don't mind the giant truck going past. They're doing roadworks in the street behind us. And it's been going on for months. Anyone else having that drama in their neighbourhood? Okay, our tall green peak. Now's about the time you probably want to check you're going to fit everything. Yep. I'm going to pull that one down a bit further, I think. Okay, cut this off again. Last of our greens. Just wanted that green to pop out of sort of nowhere, so I'm going to put this one up a bit higher. Also hides the fact that it wasn't quite wide enough. Oh, I love this. Okay, brown. Our simple foreground. Take that down a bit more. The great thing about runner tape is it's easy to move even once you've stuck it down. Very forgiving. Okay, and our last one did I make that? No, too short. Just run a bit more tape across, and we're just going to hide the sides of the dark brown. And there is your finished landscape. Isn't that beautiful? So we go back up, that is quite thick with all those layers. You can place that on your card like so, and can add a little "Let the adventure begin." And I think a nice little arrow just to finish it off will be just a nice little accent. You can easily print out that on your computer. And I'm going to add this little arrow. And there you have it. What do you guys think? Is that something you'd like to try? I'd love to see. Thanks everyone. See you next Monday.